afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great Friday, an awesome start of Easter weekend. It is also Good Friday, and then Sunday, of course, is Easter. So before I get into anything, happy Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, that's fine too. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful holiday. If you're new to my channel, thanks for coming in, or joining me. I'm Adrian, and Kiwi is my parrot. So for those of you that are familiar with my channel, you guys probably noticed that I did not go live today like I usually do. And that is because I was having some serious stomach issues. I don't know if it was something that I ate, or not, but it is a high possibility, of course. That's always a possibility, and yeah, so I wasn't feeling up to it. In fact, I really haven't been feeling up to doing much of anything today other than working on some more beanies. This is what I've got planned for the day. I'll probably be working on these, I don't know, till 10, 11, 12 o'clock tonight. I'll probably sit and just crochet to try to get this order of premium beanies done. Anyways, I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about what I did yesterday. So yesterday, Casey and Zeta and I went out boutiquing, and we also stopped in at the local yarn shop here in Grange, Texas. It's called the Quilted Skein. First time I've ever been there. It was absolutely fabulous, y'all. I just can't even, y'all just don't even know. So, and I'm really, some of y'all that know me are gonna be really proud of me, because I did not spend a single penny in this yarn shop, despite how badly I wanted to. But I didn't, because I have some medication bills that are fixing to come up. I've got to pay for medications first. So yarn was taking a back burner to that. Anyways, I wanted to get more footage, but I actually only have about a 2.5 minute clip for you guys, to show you guys, kind of what the inside of this store looks like. And I got permission to film, but when she got some of their customers coming in, I didn't want to, make them uncomfortable or anything like that. So I went ahead and I stopped filming at that point. The other news that I have is that I actually put in my 2 weeks notice at the grocery store, because of some of the more recent medical problems that I've been having to deal with, recently it's been that I've got a pinched nerve, pinched between two of my vertebrae. And that is making my current job at the grocery store very difficult, because it's a very physical job. So I did go ahead and I put the 2 weeks notice in, at the grocery store. But while we were out boutiquing, I spoke to several of the shops, including the yarn shop, about whether or not they had any positions open. And the yarn shop, the little yarn shop, actually, she told me that there's a possibility that they might have a position open. She took my name, she took my number, she took my business card for Kiwi's Crochet Corner so that they would have a way to get in contact with me, because she looked high and low for applications and she couldn't find one. But she said she would pass the information along to the owner. So possibly I could be getting a job at the local yarn shop, and I don't know, like I think it's going to be perfect for me. I think it'll be a huge, like, it's a huge deal, you know, but I also think that I may or may not come home with a paycheck, because I mean, they could pay me in yarn and I'd be happy. In fact, maybe they should just pay me in yarn. There was a consignment shop that we went to, that took my information. They didn't have any positions open, but, they did say they would keep me in mind when they have some more room in the shop, because right now their shop is full with other people that do consignment. But they took my information and they took my card, and so that was a good thing. You know, I don't know. I mean, yes, you know, having to put my 2 weeks notice in at the grocery store is kind of a downer, but at the same time, this could be a good opportunity. You know, I if I were to get this job at the Quilted Skein, I would be so happy. Like, there would be like unlimited content. Like, y'all would be constantly seeing new yarns. You know, some of the yarns that I've seen in this shop I have never even heard of. But there were several that I have heard of that are very popular, upper, or what do they call it? Is it upper end, or there were several that were top shelf. Let's go with top shelf. Because I know that terminology because Mom used to work at a liquor store. There were several brands of yarn that were top shelf that I was familiar with. Some in between. And then there were quite a few brands of yarn that I had never ever heard of. Vive is one. They had a lot of merino silk blends. I didn't get to go too far into the back area, because you could tell at the front of the store were the thinner yarns, and then as you went back, you got towards the thicker yarns, you know, your 5, your 6, your 7 weight yarns. And while I was filming, like I said, I only got about a 2.5 minute clip. You know, so maybe next time I can spend a little bit more time, maybe get a little bit more footage and show you guys the further back portion of it. A lot of these yarns, in fact, I would say there's a ton of hand-dyed yarns. There's one particular hank of yarn that I really, really wanted it so bad. And it was an artisan yarn, hand-dyed and hand-spun, and I wanted it so bad. It was 874 yards of a fingering weight, and this hank of yarn was like, I mean, it was really long. In fact, it might have been braided, rather than twisted up. I'm not really sure. I remember, going, wow, this is cool, and it looks totally different than anything I've seen. But there was on the tag, there was 2 different tags, one for the person that dyed the yarn, the roving, and one for the person that actually spun it. And I mean, this stuff was so thin, I don't even think I have a fingering weight that is quite that thin. And you guys know, if you've been with my channel, I absolutely adore thinner weight yarns. Anything 3 and below is my cup of tea. And the colors were kind of like a tortoise shell thing going on with teals and creams and kind of some goldish brown colors. I was looking back over the clip that I took, and I actually did not get it in the camera. I thought I had gotten it in the camera and I didn't, so go figure. But she had another one that was like purple and teal and more, rather than cream color, it was more of a white color. Just lots of fun. I mean, if I could have spent more time in this shop and gotten more footage, I would have. Part of the reason that we didn't stay too long is because I'm on that yarn ban and I've got the medications I have to pay for, and I just felt like if I stayed much longer, I was going to break down and spend money on this particular hank of yarn, and it was $109 for this one particular hank. And I wanted it so bad. I still want it. If I had an extra $100 right now that I didn't have to save for medications, I would be calling Zeta up going, we gotta go back to the yarn store right now. Like, it was so pretty. So very pretty. And the quilted skein is also, they sell fabric on the other side, which is not really my thing. I'm sure that the next time I go, it will be with Mom, and I'll be able to get, I'm sure Mom will want to get footage of the fabric because that's Mom's thing. But the Quilted Skein is also part of a quilting museum that is right next door. So you have the quilting museum where you can go in and learn the history of quilting and whatnot, which we didn't go into because Zeta wanted to do the boutiquing. The boutiquing it's boutiquing, not boutiquing. So we didn't hit the museum, but next time we go, we can probably hit the museum as well as the yarn / fabric shop. I think that would be fun. In the meantime, I am going to I'm gonna give it a couple of days, and if I haven't heard back from them, I'm gonna go ahead and call them and see, if the potential is still there for a job. I really, really want this job, y'all. Not only will it be less taxing on my body, it will be I'll be in a situation that I enjoy. Yes, I'll have to, restock yarns and things like that, but I'm not going to be standing for 6 hours a day or pushing, 10 grocery store shopping carts at a time to bring them in out of the parking lot, things like that. It's going to be a little bit less physical. And I'm so excited. I really am. And yeah. So in a couple days, I'm going to give them a call and hopefully they will have had a chance to at least look over my information, or maybe they'll ask me to come in for an interview because I didn't get to fill out an application, or maybe they will have one handy that I can go pick up. I don't know, but I've got my fingers crossed that this is going to turn into a positive thing. And in the meantime, I'm going to focus on getting content out for you guys. I'm going to try to get some tutorials out, even if they're small tutorials. So yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan of action. Anyways, guys, I am going to let you guys watch this clip. And I hope you guys like this yarn store as much as I do. It's the first time I've ever been in an LYS store before. I've never you know, I've never been to Michael's. I've never been inside of a Michael's. I've only been into a Joann's once, and I've been into Hobby Lobby a total of, you know, I did work at a Hobby Lobby, but I didn't get to buy yarn. So, you know, there's that. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys watch this clip, and I'll be right back. There we go. You want to say hi? No? You want to say hi, Zeta?
Badass shopping. I don't even craft.
Alright, guys. We are here at the Quilted Skein.
Can I walk?
Yes, you can walk, baby. We are checking out some yarns. They have an absolutely fabulous collection.
The end is the eraser to pull all the threads out, but it's hard. Yeah. It's right here. Like if you have.
Oh, it goes on and on.
Like the seams in his pants. Run along there for the material comes apart.
Like, I can't make a choice, guys. I'm having trouble making a choice.
This was my
To break the yarn ban or not to break the yarn ban.
She's so she always lets me rip seams. She takes material and remakes stuff out of it. These are definitely fun.
All the way up there.
Right? Seriously meaningful.
So I'm really digging these mini skeins here. As well as this color here, which there's some, that's mohair up there. We've got some mohair down here. I also found some Noro. Got some Noro over here. And if yarn is not your thing, they have fabric all on this side. And they have these cute little stuffed animals. I'm hoping to potentially get a job over here, guys. Oh, it would be perfect for me. I really like this color.
Very neat. Very, very neat.
So, Mom didn't come with us today. She wasn't feeling up to it. But that's okay, because we're going to be back.
Hello, how are you today?
Doing good.
How can we help you?
Anyways, guys, I am going to catch y'all later. So, wasn't the inside of that shop just gorgeous? Like, all of the colors, and I just, even though it was a short trip, it was an awesome trip. And I definitely want to go back. Yeah, I totally want to go back. So after we, you know, we did some running around or whatever, and we went to have lunch. I had a French dip. I don't know if anybody else likes French dips, but I really love that kind of sandwich. And if y'all are still with me, thank you. I am going to drop the website to the Quilted Skein in the description box if anybody wants to check their website out. They do ship, and you know, I think that the Malabrigo is fairly new to their shop, because on their website it does say something about Malabrigo finally arriving. And I don't know if that's in regards to them restocking or if it's a case of them actually getting Malabrigo in. Now those earth tone mini skeins that I showed in the video, those were $10.95 each. And they were 50-gram hanks. Now the Noro that I showed in the video was, I think, $45.99 per donut or ball, whatever you want to call it. And then I think the Vice brand, that's one that I am not familiar with. But I want to say those were like 32, something like that. You know, and if you've never been in a little yarn shop like that, their prices are a little bit higher, and that is because they are a small business. Now I didn't see any universal yarns in the actual store up front, but on their website they do have some universal yarns. It's like it's 100% linen. It's like what I have, except for it's the DK weight, and I have the lace weight. And maybe I can pull it out and show you guys without making I can't pull it out without making a complete mess. If I can find a picture of it, I'll throw it up on the screen. But it's by Universal Yarns, and it's the one that I have is flax lace. But on the Quilted Skein's website, they have the flax DK, because I don't think they make the flax lace anymore. You know, and I just happened to get that. The flax lace, I think as they were discontinuing it, I got it from Premier Yarns when it was being clearanced out. And I think I paid, I got it for really cheap, I know that. And I've got 10 hanks in 2 or 3 different colors, something like that. And I also have a whip that I started for Mom because she really loved the look of the 100% linen. I've got a dress that I started holding 2 strands together that I still haven't finished. I still haven't gotten to finish that, but that's okay. I'll get around to it eventually. Hopefully she hasn't gained too much weight or lost too much weight where it won't fit her, because that probably would suck. But yeah, she really wanted like a summer dress out of that 100% linen, the flax lace by Universal. And off the top of my head, I do recall seeing lots of Malabrigo Rio and a couple of other different kinds of Malabrigo. I'm not too familiar with Malabrigo because it is a higher end yarn. I have one hank and I won it in a giveaway a few years back, and so I'm not super familiar with Malabrigo. Now, what I did see in the shop, all the yarns that I touched in the shop were very soft, very squishy, scrumdiddlyumptious. Now Casey came to me and she was looking at the cakes of yarn. I don't know if you guys seen, there were a few colors of cake yarn, and she said that they were priced somewhere in the 40s, and she didn't understand why. Excuse me. And I told her that, I had to explain to her it has to do with fiber content, because she's looking, at these cotton cakes that I have that, some of these I've picked up for as little as $10 a ball or $10 a cake. And so that's why she was kind of taken aback about the prices for the cake yarns. And then of course I got a ton of Lion Brand Mandala. You can pick that up at Walmart, for $5.97. She even has some Lion Brand Mandala Ombre. Well, she did. She left it down where one of the dogs could get it, and my mom's dog Bogey got a hold of it and strung it all over her bedroom, tangled it all up, you name it, the whole 9 yards. So I don't know that it's salvageable, but she's supposed to be here later today, and I told her that she needs to bring it with her, and Benjamin and I will look at it and see if we can untangle it, see what we can or can't salvage out of it, because she's got a 4-day weekend. So she's gonna, she didn't have school today. She doesn't have school on Monday, so, she can sit and crochet with me or hang out. Maybe we can fix that cake for her, get it untangled. And Benjamin likes to untangle yarn, and he likes to cake it up on the yarn winder, so, but anyways, guys, like I said, if you're still with me, thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And you guys watching my videos from start to finish really, really does help with supporting the channel. I just want to say that I appreciate it, and thank you guys so much. So that is what I did yesterday. I hope you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But I know I had a bunch of fun, and I hope the video was fun for you guys. I got to do a lot of things and go into shops that I had never been in, and that was super fun. Y'all keep your fingers crossed and wish me luck on getting a job at the Quilted Skein. I think it'll be great. I really, really do. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I will let you go for now. I'm going to go back to making some baby beanies, and hopefully I'll get caught up enough where I can get, a couple of easy, kind of quick tutorials filmed, over the next couple of days or so. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.